about collusion with Russia will hang over him no matter where he stands.
I personally think it's over. I don't think there's anything that can be done that can stop this at this point. Cacophony, this gushing of lies, problems, questions, chaos that will stop this presidency in its tracks.
It does look like collusion. It does look like he's listening to Putin more than he is American intelligence. And frankly, I've never seen that before.
Now, they call this group, quote unquote, the useful idiots, Brianna. And that means this is a group that the cabal, and that is the Clinton cabal, the Obama cabal, as they were pushing this story through the major law enforcement agencies like the FBI and the CIA, they had the useful idiots to push it and let it go viral across the world. And that's what you just saw right there.
Yeah, and another term could be the propaganda press. And the reason that the propaganda press is not reporting about this bombshell news is because in order to do so, they would have to admit that they were complicit 8 years ago in pushing this hoax. And let's not forget what we saw here. My colleague Sean Fleetwood actually wrote about this in The Federalist. President Obama, Democrats, the propaganda press, they talked about a peaceful transfer of power all the time. And it turns out, behind the scenes, they were orchestrating a plot to sabotage this peaceful transfer of power. They were trying to legitimize a Clinton-funded lie in order to take down a duly elected president. That is not dirty politics. That is something that could be criminal and absolutely warrants an investigation.
Well, I mean, the president called it treason, John, but, you know, you can't underestimate the impact that they had. I mean, it worked to cut his legs off, you know? I mean, President Trump was trying to put an agenda forth. He couldn't get people who he wanted to work in his administration. A lot of people were questioning, oh, did he collude? Did he not collude? They were reluctant to go work for him, right? I mean, you also had world leaders questioning. So you really did handicap a sitting, duly elected president with all of this nonsense.
That's right, Maria. And let's not forget that there were somebody in the media got a Pulitzer Prize for propagating these lies. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, when you think about it, costly to the Trump administration. They could not be as effective as they could have been were it not for these ongoing investigations. And we might also want to consider the millions of dollars, millions of taxpayer dollars being wasted on the Mueller investigation. My God, this whole thing is nonsensical. And somebody has to pay the price for thrusting this upon the American people, upon the Trump administration.
Yeah. All right. We are just getting started this hour. A lot coming up. Let's take a short break and then take a look at markets, which once again are in record territory. We are in uncharted territory. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ beginning today's trading session at records high after finishing yesterday's trading session at record closes. The Word on Wall Street panel is here. We will